Hi guys, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good and I hope my channel is providing you good information. Thank you for subscribing my channel guys. I have increased my subscribers recently. I'm seeing they are growing in a good manner and I thank you all for that. I just want to let you all know that I haven't used any kind of Google ads or Google vids for increasing the views on my channel or increasing the subscribers number in my channel. Okay, so this is completely organic method which I'm using and I'm happy that you all are finding my videos informative. I know recently I have posted some videos in music. That is one of my hobbies as is teaching. Okay, so today I would like to discuss about plant tissue. Generally this video is for students of 9th standard CBSE because I have observed that whenever I teach I see that plant tissue is creating a mess for students because they get they feel it is complicated, they get confused in this. So it's better to understand in a tree diagram or in a schematic representation. Okay, so it will explain you the types of the tissues in a proper manner. Okay, however, when we talk about plant tissue or when we talk about tissue, we should know what is tissue. Tissue is group of cells, bunch of cells performing a function together in harmony. They do not disturb each other's function. The cells when present in group performing a specific function, they do not disturb each other. Therefore, I say in harmony, performing function in harmony. That is what is called as tissue. Okay, as we know, cell is basic unit of life and multiple cells come together to form a tissue. This is that kind of tissue. Now we are discussing specifically about plant tissue itself. So in plant tissue, we see that there are two types of tissue. One type of tissue or one type of group of cells do not have any particular function, but they have only one function, that is cell division. On the other hand, there are also some types of plant tissues which have particular function. Okay, and they generally do not divide. There are not some, but all the cells in the plant have the property of totipotency, which enables it to divide and redivide. However, generally the cells of this part or this tissues do not divide, but this tissue divide. So now, when there is no particular function to the bunch of cells and they know to divide and redivide, such type of tissue is called as temporary tissue. Why is that? Because when the cell divides and redivides, multiple cells are formed, and when one cell divides into two cells by mitosis, two cells are formed. From that, one cell returns back to the same tissue and another cell goes for differentiation or getting a particular function or getting a permanent function. Okay, so it means cell from here, one cell, when a division takes place from two cells, one cell moves towards the permanent tissue. So therefore it is temporary tissue, as this whatever process takes place is temporary. The tissue exists for temporary purpose. Okay, so in temporary tissue you will observe that all the cells which come together to form this tissue are alike. So I have written all cells alike or all cells similar. Okay, and such tissue is called as meristematic tissue. This is a specific or separate topic in the book of 9th standard. However, this topic is explained in detail and I will take in a different video. So temporary tissue is also called as meristematic tissue. However, when I talk about the bunch of tissues having particular function which cannot divide generally, they are called as permanent tissue, as they have a permanent function. Maybe function of photosynthesis, maybe function of storage of water, storage of food, etc. Okay, so in permanent tissue you observe that there are two types of tissues again. One type of tissue shows all the cells which are similar or alike. Another type of tissues show unlike cells or dissimilar cells. So all alike cells when present forming a tissue, they are called as simple permanent tissue. On the other hand, when unlike cells come together and form a tissue, that is called as complex permanent tissue. Okay, so simple permanent tissue are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Remember this, that each of the tissues will have similar type of cells in their bunch. Parenchymatous cells will be similar, collenchymatous will be similar, and sclerenchymatous cells will be similar. Okay, however, when we come to complex permanent tissue, we can see xylem and phloem as two different tissues. Okay, so xylem is a dead tissue. It has only one element which is living, that is xylem parenchyma, while phloem is a living tissue but it has only one element which is dead, that is phloem fibers, or that are phloem fibers. Okay, xylem and phloem make up the vascular bundle which is used for translocation of food and water. Okay, so phloem food, xylem water. However, If I talk about this parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, they are further also divided. I'm not going to discuss about them right now, but just know that parenchyma is divided into chlorenchyma, arenchyma, prosenchyma, depending on on their function. Because depending on their function, the components present inside them is different, and according to that components, their function varies. So chlorenchyma, photosynthesis; arenchyma fills air inside, therefore provides buoyancy for plants to float, hydrophytes, generally plants, water plants to float. And in case of this prosenchyma, there are fibers deposited or callus present which protects the plant, outermost layer of the plant, that is epidermis. It provides epidermis. Parenchyma also forms epidermis. In collenchyma there are no subtypes, but in sclerenchyma, yes, we see there are sclerites present, as well as there is presence of sclerenchyma fibers. So they also have some particular functions. Sclerenchyma fibers generally are present in xylem and phloem as well as in the plant for support, but sclerites are generally seen to be present in the outermost covering of the nuts or fruits. Okay, so in this way these are distributed. See, I repeat guys, if you all are from 11th and 12th, you all can still watch this video, but you won't find anything informative in this. Okay, so but yeah, if your concepts are not clear, definitely see this video. It's very useful for you all. Okay, so I hope you all liked this video. Just observe it, just see it again and again, and if there are any specific topics you want me to explain, please let me know. Okay, thank you guys.